Hey there! In today's video, we're going over the 2015-2016 TMSCA General Math Test number 1. Let's do it!
Alright, number 31. What is the total surface area of a rectangular prism that measures 5 centimeters wide, 8 centimeters long, and 3 centimeters high? Okay, so 5 centimeters is our width, 8 centimeters is our length, and 3 centimeters is our height. So using these three measurements, we can solve for the total surface area of a rectangular prism. So the formula for that is 2 times length times width plus width times height plus length times height. So if we fill in with these numbers, 5, 8, and 3, we can solve this problem easily. Alright, so length times width, that's just 5 times 8, which is 40. Next, width times height, that's just 5 times 3, which is 15. Next, length times height, that's just 8 times 3, which is 24. Alright, so now we add these three up. So 40 plus 15 is 55, and 55 plus 24 is 79. Alright, so now we have 79. So this all cancels out to 79, but we still need to multiply it times 2. So 2 times 79, that is 158, and that's your answer. Next, what is the unit rate per pencil if one gross pencils cost $64.80? Alright, so first we need to know what is one gross. One gross is just 144. So no matter what, when they say one gross, that is always just 144. Alright, so if 144 pencils cost 64.80. Next, what is the unit rate per pencil if one gross pencils cost $64.80? Alright, so one gross pencil, that's just 144. So whenever you have one gross, just remember that's always 144. So if 144 pencils cost $64.80, then what is the unit rate per pencil? Alright, so the unit rate is just how much is one pencil. So one out of these 144 pencils. So to find out, all we have to do is $64.80 divided by 144. Let's do it. So you have 64.80. Next, you can divide this by 144. So now we can begin the division. So obviously 144 does not go into 6, neither does it go into 64. So we can write 0, 0. Alright, so how much times does 144 go into 64.8 or 648? Well, 144 times 4 is 576. So we can say that 144 goes into 648 4 times. So we get 576 here. 648 minus 576. So 648 minus 576 is 72. Alright, now we could bring down this 0 right here and we have 720. 144 goes perfectly 5 times into 720. So we can write a 5 up here and that's your answer. Next, A, B, C, uppercase D, uppercase E, uppercase F. This symbol, which represents intersection, uppercase A, uppercase B, uppercase C, uppercase D, E, F, has how many elements? Alright, so in these type of problems, when they're looking for the intersection, which is basically just this upside down U, or it kind of looks like an N, right? Whatever it is, what you want to call it, it's called an intersection. So that means between the two sets, you're just taking what is in common, so the common term. So you might think, oh, well, everything is in common, because there's A, B, C, D, E, F in both sets. However, if you look at it, some of these are uppercase and some of these are lowercase. And the only one that is the same in both of them is D. D is uppercase in both sets. So that is the only element that's in common. So that's one element and that's your answer. Next, solve the inequality 5n minus 2 is greater than 3n plus 14. Alright, so we're just trying to find out the value of n, or the range of values of n. So we can just solve this like a regular equation. So we have 5n minus 2 is greater than 3n plus 14. Alright, so first you can subtract 3n from both sides to get rid of it on this side. So this cancels out and this becomes 2n. Next we can do the opposite. So we can add 2 on this side and add 2 on this side to cancel out this 2 and make this 16. So we get 2n is greater than 16. However, we're just looking for what n is. So we can divide out the 2 and that becomes n is greater than 8. and that's your answer. Next, 7,920 feet equals how much miles? Alright, so for these type of problems, you need to know how much feet is 1 mile. So 5,280 feet is equal to 1 mile. And we can also know that 2 miles is 10,560 feet. Now the reason we need to know 2 miles as well is, if you look at this number, it's between 1 and 2 miles. And if you see, there's only one answer choice that's between 1 and 2 miles, and that's 1.5. And that's your answer. Next, Faith has 4 and 5 cent stamps. What is the largest sum she cannot create using her stamps? Alright, so in a problem like this, where they're asking what is the largest sum you cannot create, that is called the largest unattainable sum. So the formula for solving that is m times n minus m plus n. Alright, so we just substitute our two values. So that's 4 times 5 minus 4 plus 5. Alright, so 4 times 5, that's just 20. 20 minus 4 plus 5, that's just 9. So 20 minus 9 is 11, and that's your answer. Next, which formula below can be used to find the area of an equilateral triangle when given its height? Alright, so this is just a math theory problem. This just knows how much you know your formulas. So all you have to know is the formula for this. So the formula to find the area of an equilateral triangle is area equals height squared times root 3 divided by 3, or what this is right here. So that's your answer. Next, which type of function is graphed below? Alright, so looking at this function, you can see it's a curved U-shaped function, which you can split down the middle perfectly, like this. So this is called a parabola. Parabolas only occur in quadratic functions, so that's your answer. Next, simplify 5 root 24. Alright, so we have 5 and the root of 24. So how do we simplify this? Well, we can see that 24 is also just 4 times 6. So we know that 24, we can't take the square root of that because that's not a perfect square. However, if we look at 4, right? Since 4 times 6 is 24, we can break it down into those two numbers. So 4 times 6. So we just take the 4, right? And we can see that the square root of 4 is 2. So we can bring the 2 outside. So that just becomes 5 times 2, which is 10. And we're left with the root of 6 inside. And that's your answer. Next, triangle ABC has vertices at A, negative 2, 8, B, 4, 4, and C, 1, negative 6. If triangle ABC is dilated by a scale factor of 3/4, what are the new coordinates of B? Alright, so dilating of a scale factor of 3/4. That just means that the coordinates are just going to be 3/4 of the previous coordinates. So if you look at 4, 4, right, which is the coordinates of B. So B is 4, 4. So we're just looking at 3/4 of 4. So 3/4 of 4 is just 3. And since there's 2 4s, there's 2 3s, which means B prime, or the new B, is just going to be at 3, 3. And that's your answer. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to show your support. These videos take a lot of effort to make, and I would really appreciate it.